Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's alright, my friend, because you know why? Bad times don't last forever because after every storm, there is a rainbow, a pot of gold, the light at the end of the tunnel, whichever one that you prefer. Just know it's coming, my friend. You got this. Manifestation is real. But I also want you to remember that too. We have to rely on the bad times because the bad times motivated us and kept us grounded for us to come to the times that we have been manifesting and praying for, which are the good times. Okay? Okay? I have faith in you. You got this. It's not going to last forever. Minor setback for a major get back. And you going to get this together. Okay? So, yes, without further ado, again, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this, but true to this, hey, y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? Cheers to the first Wednesday of this beautiful month that we have came into, the month of July. We are in the 7th month of the year. We're in the mid-year reflection area, the mid-year of the year where things are popping off. It's summertime. A lot of things are happening during this time. The podcast will make 2 years in a month on the 15th. It's just like so much stuff is going on. Birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, graduations, baby showers, whatever the case may be. Cheers to summertime, and I hope that July brings you nothing but peace and blessings, new results, new outcomes, new responsibilities, new rewards, new blessings, new everything that you've been manifesting and praying for, my friend. I know that this is going to be a month that turn around everything that you have been going through, because I know at times when it gets to like the beginning of the year, it may work out for us, it may not. It may be an emotional roller coaster, whatever the case may be, y'all. You got this. I know that July is going to bring in so much fortune for you, good luck, and all those things of that nature. And plus, July is one of my favorite months because, it's Cancer season, and yeah, it's Cancer season, so yeah. But nevertheless, y'all, like, I really, really do manifest and hope and pray that this month of July brings you nothing but peace, wellness, and blessings that you have been waiting for and needing, because we all need it. And I know for a fact that whoever you believe in and stuff is going to make sure you get that, as long as you put in the work and take your time and pray. So, guys, I'm so super excited to just deep dive into the month of July. The theme for July is to y'all. I forgot to put it on my notes, but it's right here, so we're good. So the theme for July is to reconnect, refresh, and realign. So going back to last year's theme for the whole year was to take control, pop out, and be selfish at times. It's sort of the same way within this month. Within this month's vibes and reflection, because we need to reconnect with people, things that we want to do in life, and things like that. Reconnection is cool. Reconnection is some things that we probably didn't even know we needed, like for reconnecting with a job, reconnecting with ourselves and people around us. So reconnecting is one thing that I feel like this summer is needed, like reconnecting, surrounding yourself by nothing but positivity, and just getting to know who you are on a deeper level. Refresh, starting over. If you got to start over, go somewhere else, just something refreshing. You need to do something refreshing for your mind, body, and soul is very important, as well as like just realigning things, people, and all those things of that nature. So it does impact with the theme that we had last year. And if you're new here, the theme that I had for last year was, pop out, take control, and be selfish, because life can really sometimes slip up on you, especially if you are always on a go or moving around and like you're people pleasing and things like that. Sometimes you need to sit back and really think, like, what am I doing for me? Am I doing these things for me? Like, am I loving on myself properly? Is my mental health there, and things of that nature? Because at times, y'all, we do a lot for others and we do not think about ourselves. So I still incorporate those things because that theme is never going to go away. It's never going to go away. Excuse me. You popping out when you want to pop out. Sometimes you got to pop out and show the people what's really going on with you. Taking control. Sometimes you got to take control of things that you don't want to take control of. But whoever you believe in is saying, like, this is your calling. You need to take control of this. Even if it's not a big project or something, like, take control of your life, taking control of your feelings, what you believe in, your mental health, your wellness, your emotional, spiritual, physical, emotional, and financial stability. You got to take control of what's needed for you. And sometimes we have to be selfish. Sometimes we have to do things for us, even when we feel like, hey, this may not feel right. But at times you need to love on yourself, and at times you have to be selfish. And it's always in a good way, I'm always displaying the positive side, because when I notice, if you're new here too, since it's been 2 years in this, y'all, I always would point out the pros and cons. But it's like, sometimes it's like you would have more cons than the pros, and I was like, that's not it. The whole purpose of this in the podcast is to nothing but display, educate, and wellness of the positive side. Yes, we're still going to incorporate a little bit of stuff that comes, like the obstacles that come in it, but the main side is for us to motivate us to see, okay, there are good in these things, and I'm learning as I go, especially when it comes to helping me with my wellness and things of that nature. Okay, so yes, y'all, July's vibes are reconnecting, refreshing, and realigning. Okay, so I'm super, super excited about all the vibes that I have for this month, as well as to all the Vibe Now with guest appearances too, y'all. It may be I want to say probably 3 this month, because, it's nothing really big going on in July that I know of. I think it may be like they have little like national days, but nothing like really surrounding like how I did for men's mental health and women's awareness month and social work month or whatever. But we're still, I'm still doing guest appearances regardless, because every guest has a vibe that can help someone out there. Not only just they're just saying it's just for the health of, the fun and for their health. No, the whole purpose of Vibe Now with guests is to have guests that wants to talk about any and everything. And I've also incorporated Zoom as well. So like people even from, if you're not even able, you're not in my city or whatever, we can do a Zoom call. So the whole process of Vibe Now with guests is just to get people from all different backgrounds to educate others, as well as helping them with their wellness, and others, whoever watching and listening, to let them know like, hey, even though I might got this going on in my life and things like that, but I'm still human. I go through this, I go through that. So shout out to all the guests that have been on there from the start. Shout out to the guests that's about to come on the podcast, and to the guests that are potentially thinking about getting a session. Nevertheless, y'all, I appreciate you all so very much. For the people that like the videos, listen to the audios, repost it, comment, whatever you do, I appreciate you all so much. And again, to the ones that are new here, I thank you as well for even wanting to get to know who E is, and whoever suggests you, or you was just strolling or whatever online and I just popped up on your feed. I thank you. And for the OGs too, I thank you so very much for being here this long with me. Yes, we have made it to 2 years so far, and it's been amazing, and just been staying busy and everything of that nature. I'm so glad a lot of ideas that I had are putting them into motion, such as like the newsletter and things of that nature. So I'm glad people liking that. If you want the newsletter, yes, you can get the newsletter. You just have to email me or tap into the link tree. The link tree is on every platform. It's just a link that it says Vibe It Out with E on there. So I guess if you just type up Vibing with E, and then put in link tree, it's going to pop up. And I have a little box right there that says, if you want the newsletter, send the emails. Everything's on there, from the YouTube, the podcast page, my Instagram, everything like that. So yes, shout out to technology and to the people that helped me even put that together, y'all, because I had websites all over the place. So yes, and I got calendars and everything for like Vibe Now with guests and things like that. So yes, y'all, like I'm just so blessed. Like going back to June has woken me up in so many ways, have blessed me from it being a month after graduation. Sometimes people be like, I don't know what to do, or some people like, shoot, I'm here to have a good time and stuff. For me, I was in the middle, but I will say that June has been so far a good month. June was a good month for me, and I know that July will also continue to be that month, and I'm manifesting that this whole year be good for me. We all go through the emotional roller coasters, but at the end of the day, it's some good that's coming through these trials and tribulations and these obstacles we're having. So I just want y'all to remember that too. Like, regardless of the little things that happen in life, you still have a lot of things to look forward to. You might wake up angry, but you're not going to go to bed angry. You might wake up happy and you go to bed angry, but you're not going to wake up angry. So you got to think of it like that. So yes, y'all, I just want y'all to know that to surround yourself by positive people, as well as motivate yourself to be positive, because at times, yes, it's hard, but you got to think, do I want to be waking up every day and feeling like this ain't gonna be it? Do I want to wake up and just be surprised, as well as motivate myself to get things done? Because I tell y'all, like, it's not easy. It's not easy. We're human. Life be life, but we do need to give ourselves grace and love on each other. Love on ourselves too deeply. Self-care, money management, all that stuff too. We need to do what's best for us. And today's vibe of the day, to start off this amazing vibe for the first week of July, as entering July or whatever. Today's vibe impacts with everything that I just said, impacting like the theme for this month of July, as well as you as a human being. So also, y'all, I hope that y'all take the time to reflect and see how the year has been for y'all, as well as how June and stuff been for y'all, because I know it's hard, but I have faith in you, and you got this, and this is going to work out in your favor. You just don't know how much is going to work out for you, my friend. I believe in you. I'm praying for you every step of the way. Like I say, I'm here if anybody want to talk. The email's open, DM's open, everything like that. So yeah. Excuse me, y'all. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice, whether you're on the go or on moving around so much. You're on the go, moving around, whatever the case may be, or you just relaxing, whatever, at your desk, or your bed, or whatever. I want you to turn me up on your MacBooks, your laptops, whatever you listen to me on, your PCs, your phones, your TVs, Alexas, whatever the case may be, your Google Dots, all that, because as always, every vibe of the day is something special. Okay, so without further ado, hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ooh, my throat was getting a little dry. Had to drink some H2O. Without further ado, y'all, I introduce you guys to today's vibe of the day. So today's vibe of the day is fostering connection, strengthening relationships. So going back to what I mentioned, it was like the month of July, as well as impacted with the themes, reconnecting and refreshing and realigning is a big thing that I'm very passionate about. So all the themes all the vibes of the day is also not just impacting what I see needs to happen, but also impacting what I need to do in life that could potentially help you guys, as well as, maybe help you guys as well during the summer, because summertime is the time where you have fun. It's the time where you do whatever you want to do, whatever the case may be, such as, wanting to build new relationships, wanting to have start over from scratch, find friendships, get in a relationship, fix friendships or relationship with your parents, family, friends, whatever the case may be. But being able to foster connections, even within networking, y'all, like going back to Vibe Not with Guests, that's a perfect example of fostering connections to strengthen relationships within the professional world and your personal world. Like I say all the time to you within the Vibe Out with Guests, like you might see these guests again come back on the series. Who knows? And then too, I like how just networking, we're fostering relationships in the process on a professional level that may get to a point where that we become really close friends and things of that nature, y'all. So don't take things like that for granted. Ooh, y'all done zoomed in. I try to zoom in a little bit, but I don't like that. But nevertheless, y'all, so yes, today's vibe of the day to start off the first Wednesday of July is fostering connections and strengthening relationships. The reason why I wanted to do this is because, like I said, summertime, you never know. Sometimes we want to get our life together. And for me, I want to foster new connections and build more relationships, especially in my professional side, as well as within my personal side as well. Because at times, you never know who may be there for you, and you never know who you may have an impact on and who you may be there for. So just being able to explore these options and just get these connections and things going is very, impressing, especially it's summertime too. So why not, mingle with people and get things rolling? Because I feel like summertime is the place where the season also where things get the nitty gritty. This is where, you feel yourself, summertime is like a beautiful time to be alive. Besides all the heat and stuff going on, you're still having a good time. And you're still, just letting your hair down and just having a ball. So yes, this is an episode. When I was doing this in June, I was like, yes, this episode got to start off July because it's important. And it's July. It's summertime too. So we all want to foster connections. We also want to meet new people. And that's around the time too for me. Like every year I feel like I meet new people during the summertime. And it be very good. Like we be connecting, we be vibing, kicking, It's just a vibe all the time. So If you're new here, I break down every vibe of the day into definitions, the 5 W's, a quote of the day, and thank you guys for tuning, like a little couple tips. So thank y'all for tuning in and giving y'all a message. So I do the definitions, the 5 W's, I read them, and then I go off of whatever I want to say after the dome. So yes. So once again, today's vibe of the day is strengthening connections, was fostering connections, and strengthening relationships. So let's get into it. So what is the definition of this whole process? Like, what is the main idea? What is the main goal? Like, and things of that nature. So fostering connections, meaning intentional building, nurturing, and maintaining meaningful relationships with friends, families, partners, and even yourself. So not only like are you fostering relationships with others on a personal side or professional level, you're also within yourself, because sometimes we have to foster those connections with ourselves to shrink these relationships. At times, like some people say, I'm my own best friend at times. And sometimes we also have to make sure that we're fostering a connection for ourselves to feel like we're heard and we're safe, loving on ourselves before we can foster deep into connections with others and then strengthening relationships for the better for ourselves and others around us. So it's about showing up with empathy, vulnerability, and being present and presenting. So in a world that after, glorifies independence, true connections reminds us we're not meant to do life alone. Strong relationships create safe spaces where we can heal, grow, and thrive. So, like I said, this was a vibe that I was really, really looking forward to, because we all go through that phase of life sometimes. Like, when we get older, we notice who's there for us and we notice who's not there for us. And we notice, like, sometimes we grow apart, and that's okay, long as we didn't fall out, didn't have any fights or anything, that's all that matters. And truth be told, I've dealt with it too, slowly dealing with it now, but it's okay. I'm big on conversating, getting things out, but I'm also a big observer. So before I be like, all right, I'm about to get into it, let me observe first and then get out the way. But yes, the whole concept of just fostering the connections to have strengthen, relationships is one with ourselves. We have to make sure that we're fostering a connection with ourselves to understand, like, look, this is who I am. Hopefully they understand me for who I am, so it don't impact our relationship, things like that. Going back to what I said with friends, sometimes we do need new friends. Sometimes we need to rekindle relationships with people that we were friends with, and then sometimes we just need a whole start or just get things together. Family as well, y'all. We all go through the family issues. Some family we just cannot see eye to eye with, and it's okay. It's all right. I know how I feel, but at the same time, it's like, maybe I need to go to this side of the family or this people in the family to get a connection with them. Or sometimes too, your friends become family. That's what they call the kinship. In the black family, that's what they call kinship. I forgot what they call them in the other ethnicities, but in black families, kinship is, we're family, but we're not blood related. So at times too, y'all, like, even rekindling family relationships with your blood relatives can be good and sometimes can be bad. Trust me, I understand how it is. Like, I have a cousin, love her down. Sometimes we go through emotional roller coaster, but we get ourselves back together. So you have those relationships you want to foster connections with, or you have cousins that you hear about all the time and never really had a connection with, and then y'all start the connections. Even aunties, uncles, grandparents, whatever, foster those relationships with your family, because at times, they say family's all you got, because sometimes if your friends don't come through, it's okay. You have your family, but I'm real big on friendships as well, because, sometimes, like I said too, we might not have the best relationships with our family, so it's best to have relationships with family and friends, or just have relationships in general with them, as well as within yourself, with knowing that you can control and handle all these relationships as well. As well as when it comes to partners. So in the dating world, y'all, fostering connections with strengthening relationships with that, you can reconnect with an ex or someone that you talked to and you wanted to see where it goes. Meeting someone new, or just you like, you know what? I'm going to give this person a try. Like, we tried it out, but now let's get into it deep and see how it goes. Because being able for all those relationships, it displays like a connection that you may need or may not need it. But it also helps you to understand as a person what you need in your life and what you don't need. As well as impacts within, showing the empathy empathy is a big thing. You know, putting yourself in their shoes, but also displaying the good vibes that's needed within a friendship and things like that. The vulnerability, and also too the presence, because that's a very key in every relationship. Within, you know, fostering a connection, you got to make sure that we're present. Everybody is communicating and things like that. Everybody is here. Everyone understands what's going on. Everybody is here for each other, but everyone understands each other as well. Being empathetic, while having understanding the vulnerability, and you know, being empathetic and advocating and things like that. So being able to foster that relationship, you understand from day one, like, look, we're friends, you know, we make a pact, we're family, things like that, and relationships, things like that. So within that whole concept, it's like, you know, making those connections and understanding the pact and things like that. But also too, when we make those connections, it also reminds us that we're not alone. Going back to like what I said too, like, you're not alone. So being able to foster relationships, even though at times even I have that sometimes, like, I feel like I'm alone because certain stuff, for me, y'all, I'm the friend and the family member you can come to about anything. I don't care what it is. I'm going to help you. But when it's my turn, I feel like, I don't know if I can say this, because people be like, whoa. And you know, that's why I say all the time too. And then it's being said in the world, please check up on the strong family and family members and friends that's always there for you, because they go through it too. You know, we all go through it. Life be lifing. And sometimes I had to learn, like, you know, if you have a real good connection with a friend or family member or your partner, whatever the case may be, and y'all talk about things and they no judgment and you feel no judgment, you could be able to talk to them. And I've learned that, and it's working and it's going good. But also too, y'all, just having those strong relationships, create a safe space. We all need a safe space that we need it, because it helps us heal, as well as it helps us grow and thrive within the things that is needed in our life. We all go through those obstacles in life where it's like, I want friends, I need my family there, I need to connect with somebody in a family. Like, you have your mom and dad side, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is. Even a partner sometimes can be there just to help you within whatever's going on. But being able to make those friendships and those family relationships and those partner relationships, being able to foster those connections is very important, because they need to be built on something that you know for a fact that is needed for you. Is nurturing. It's like, I feel safe with you. That's a big one too. You have to feel safe at all times when you're with someone. Like me, I gotta, like, sometimes, I won't say this is one of like the relationship aspect. Sometimes I don't like texting all the time. See me, y'all, I'm slowly becoming over texting, because it's just like, I'm over this. Like, can we FaceTime now? So, you know, even in family relationships and friendships, you know, sometimes like, all right, it's over. Let's go meet up. Let's have a drink. Let's go eat, whatever the case may be. It's so many things that go on. But being able to have that nurturing feeling, as well as feeling that connection of being able to trust you and being safe, as well as having those meaningful relationships, or relationships that are key and that is needed in this society, especially in the summertime when it comes to things that you want to do. You already know off the bat, oh, I can call this person, that person, we're going to get this done, and it's going to be amazing. 1 second, y'all, because something is catching my eyeball. But yes, y'all, being able to, so basically the definition, like, foster relationships is, you know, having those meaningful relationships, those building, having that nurturing love, as well as having those boundaries of being able to be comfortable with a person, being able to understand this person, and also being able to know that this is my person. Like, you know, from Grey's Anatomy, you're my person and all that stuff. So your person could just be someone that you never know that you may need it in your life. And for me, like, the friends that I had from college, we became our own family. People I worked with, and even family members that I haven't really, you know, had any interactions with, like, for like coming up, because, you know, some family members, they come up, yeah, we're cousins, but some of them grow up like sisters and brothers. So like, I have that relationship now and stuff like that. And within my parents, you know, I live with them, so our relationship gets stronger as I get older and they get older, my siblings, things like that. Now in the partner aspect, y'all, I'm working on that, so we gonna get there. But yeah, so just the fostering the relationships, foster those connections, meaning, you know, building, nurturing, and maintaining meaningful relationships with your friends, your families, your partners, as well as even yourself. Like, I'm learning so much about myself, and then that's when empathy come in, the vulnerability and being present, and also remind us that we're not alone, and that strong relationships create a safe space for us so we can heal, grow, and thrive together. So why is it important? Like, no, sorry y'all, I'm jumping the gun. That's the last part. See, I'm so excited. I'm just like, okay, let's get out of order. But who's impacted? Within this case, and in every vibe that I have, I make sure it incorporates everyone, unless we're talking about one certain, gender and things like that. Well, in this case, everyone is impacted by fostering connections as well as strengthening relationships. Everyone benefits from deeper connections, especially those who feel isolated, misunderstood, or even overwhelmed. Young adults navigate life, transformations, busy professional juggling responsibilities, and even those healing from the past relation wounds, often that have caved them more that they have like caved those genuine connections. Whether it's a best friend, a mentor, or a faith-based community, having solid relationships helps us root and be seen. So everyone is impacted by this. Everyone from, I don't care, from little kids, big adults, young adults, older adults. We all go through this because we all have feelings, and we all need to have that benefit of having someone in our corner, especially when it comes to the best friends, the partners, your parents, sisters, brothers, the family, friends, and partners, as well as within ourselves. So I'm gonna go a little backwards. So when it says from whether it's a best friend, a mentor, or a family-based community, have a solid relationships helps us rooted and seen. It's very important that, going back into the personal and professional life, when you're in professional life, at times you never know who may be there for you. Your work friends can turn into your family if you have that feeling like, okay, I can hang out with you outside of work, and I ain't got to worry about you telling my business. Because at times, y'all, we all had those moments where we had friends outside, we had at work, and they become outside friends. And sometimes it's like, I don't think we need to do this. But in the end, sometimes we all have our battles. But that's the good thing about communication, is key in being able to talk about it. I have friends that I work with. Until this day, we're still cool. We might not be as, talkative as we used to when we were together, but we still have that connection. We still remember things about each other and things like that. Because those connections, by us fostering those connections and having that helped us strengthen our relationship from a personal and professional level, has also helped us understand who we are and who we need in our life. Like, from me working in so many jobs, from being around older people, younger people, stuff like that, I have built relationships with them, and they have helped me see things about myself that I didn't see, as well as vice versa with them. I helped them see things that they didn't see about themselves. Now, going back to also the faith-based community, being able to be in the faith-based community, if you do or do not be a part of it and things like that, if you believe it or whatever, I feel like that's also a good outlet too, because for me as well, in my journey within my faith-based community, they're helping me in so many ways. And then it's motivating me and grounding me as a person to understand who I am, as well as letting me know that within the faith-based level, it's people that's here to help me. It's not only that they're here to pray, but they're also here to guide you with whatever aspect in life you need it, as well as within, you can do the same thing for them, no matter how old you are, what their title is, things like that. We're human. We all go through these obstacles in life, and it's important that we make these connections and have these network opportunities and foster these connections to have these strong relationships, because we never know who we need in life, and we never know who put an impact onto us, and we never know how much of that connection can turn into something. So, such as within the mentors and the best friends, like, you never know who may be your best friend, and what that mentor can do for you in life, who that person. Let's go back to the mentor part. If a person is there for you, professional, personal life, just helping you, they'd be a mentor, a role model to you, as well as best friends, your family members, your friends, co-workers, your partner, whatever. You also have to be your own best friend, because sometimes life be life, and we gotta talk to ourselves, have these mirror conversations. We have best friends, best of friends, things like that. You never know. But being able to have that, the best friends, the mentors, and the faith-based community, helping us have that solid relationship, it will help us within knowing that someone's here for me to root me on, cheer me on, as well as to be seen. And it's very important that we have that from all different aspects, because you never know who you may need in a time of need, but also to just being able to have those relationships foster a deep connection that helps us in the process. So yes, everyone's impacted with this. Everyone benefits from having a deep connection, because it also helps the ones that have been feeling isolated, misunderstood, or even overwhelmed. Now, when it comes to maybe dealing with relationships that didn't work so well, like with the friendships, the family members, the partner relationships, I dealt with that. I dealt with every single area. And being able to just connect, even in person or social media, things like that, with others that now to this day that we're close, it helped me understand that everybody needs somebody. You cannot go in this world. Some of us come in this world alone. Some of us come with 2-3 others with us, when we're born, triplets, quadruplets, or twin, and things like that. But we always say, like, I'm good by myself. No, I don't need no man. I don't need no woman. I don't need no friends. I don't need no family. Well, my friend, I'm going to tell you from here, you need someone. Everybody needs someone in any type of shape or form. We all need someone, because if not, that's where the isolation comes in. It's where the depression, the misunderstood, the overwhelming, and anxiety comes. Trust me, it's nerve-wracking to even meet new people or to even reconnect with people in your family, friends, past relationships, and things like that. But it also helps us understand that once you have the conversation is key, communication is key. Sitting down, talking to someone, and just being able to voice your opinions, as well as just letting them know who it is, it helps in the long run to understand who you are as a person. It also helps you understand that I cannot isolate myself from the world. People are everywhere. Like, we have that saying too. I don't like people. Sometimes we don't like people to an extent. But it's like we deal with people every day. Any type of career and stuff you do, people's around you 24/7 at times. Even if you're not working in the world, like not in the world, but like not working in places in person, like face to face. Like me, I'm at home base. You still around people, because I'm still around people in my household and online. So it's like, we're around people. Sometimes they get on our nerves. That's where it come into, like, that's where the saying come in, I don't like people. Trust me, I'm guilty to that too. Sometimes I'm like, I don't like people. I'm just over it. But for a person that has gone through that scenario of having to deal with the feelings of being isolated, dealing with isolation, being misunderstood and overwhelmed, even as a young adult, navigating life, you need people in your corner. You need your family. You need to have a relationship with somebody in your family, or have relationships with your family members to help you navigate the world. Because like they say, your parents say, like, I've been there, done that. I know better than you do. And they do. They're going to help you navigate this world. The younger generation, my generation, we need to be fostering these relationships so we can have these stronger connections, because we never know who may help us in the long run. Like, we never know, especially older people too, because, we never know that we can put an impact onto them. So also to, like, being isolated, nonchalant, disconnected from the world, it will make you. Some of us are not people. We're not people's people. Like, we're not. I'm not a people's person. That's the word. That's the saying. Some people are not people's person. I'm not a people's person. Me, at one point in time, I wasn't. Like, as a child, yes, you're a child, cool. But as I got older, I was like, I'm not a people's person, because I was isolating myself slowly but surely at a young age, because due to bullying and things like that. But then when you come around mentors and things like that, and the older generation helps you understand, like, look, this is, it's not going to break you. This and that and the third. And it helped me understand that I have a gift that I didn't know that I had, that made me to this day to be able to do what I'm doing. And that's why I call myself the life coach, because life be life. And I feel like a person that put themselves in a position can be able to tell you how it feels. I dealt with being isolated, didn't want to deal with the world, being misunderstood for who I am. Family, friends, mainly family, friends, there's even co-workers, but it's okay, we learn from it. Being overwhelmed too, being overwhelmed from, like, is this person going to be my friend? Is this family member going to take me as I am? Is this man going to appreciate me for who I am because of what I display? That can be overwhelming, because we're trying to look for not want to say bragging rights, but meet up to their expectations and their standards. And at times that's not going to happen. And that's why it's important to surround yourself by people that you instantly feel connected with. All it takes is one conversation that you can learn so much about a person that will also help you understand, like, hey, this might be my person within my family, my friends, my work life, or my relationship life that will help me within my life. Because we want to get out of that feeling of being isolated, misunderstood, and overwhelmed. We want to have people to help us navigate navigate life, the busy professions that we have, that we juggle, as well as the responsibilities, because it's needed. And they also help us heal from them broken wounds that we have in our past relationship, that we need to put a seal on it. Because sometimes, like, those, even though at times, y'all, that's a problem too when it comes to fostering connections as well as to help us strengthen relationships. It's hard for us to even want to do that because we still are going through things that happened in past relationships, from family members, friendships, ourselves, or even in a relationship with a person, that can really stain us from missing out on a good person, especially within our family, friendship, professional wise, or relationship wise. Trust me, like I said, I've been through all aspects. Sometimes my mouth sometimes put me in predicaments where, like, I messed up on a good thing because I did not know what to expect. And sometimes, you know, when you have your guard up, take it from me, sometimes my guard is up all the time because you're protecting your feelings. That's okay. But also sometimes just break it down a little bit just to understand and get to know this person. Get to know them a little bit. See how it goes. You don't like it? Let them know. Like, hey, you know, I'm not feeling the vibe, whatever, but we could be cool. And if they agree, that's okay. Because maybe over time, the relationship, the connection may foster into y'all having a stronger relationship. And it strengthen the relationship. And if not, it's okay. As long as y'all know, like, we not here, we not tight, but we're here. I see you, you see me, but we here. And that's where it comes within the having the best friends, the mentors, the faith-based communities. Just being able to have those solid relationships will help us navigate within this world, for us to feel seen and to be heard. That's important within every relationship that you have, to be seen, to be heard, and to be understood, and vice versa. I'm a type of friend, sometimes, you know, I might say some stuff that might not be so well, but I'm going to understand you. I ain't going to judge you. I might make a joke when it sound like judgment, but at the end of the day, we're human. I understand. But it's also, too, as your friend, your family member, your confidant, whatever, I got to be able to feel that I feel safe with you. I'm protected. I feel heard. I feel seen, and vice versa. So what is the benefit of fostering these connections as well as strengthening these relationships? Well, connections enhance emotional resilience, reduce stress, and boosts mental well-being. It gives us the courage to face life's challenges and the joy of sharing victory. Healthy relationships impact communities and build, let me refresh it, y'all. Healthy relationships enhance communities, foster trust, and strengthen our sense of belonging. When we feel connected, we show up with more compassion, confidence, and clarity. It's not just about who we know, but it's how deeply we know and we are known. So what this is, it benefits within a connection standpoint. With us to feel heard, we have to understand and feel that connection, as well as it helps us from, like, being, like, silent. It helps us with reducing our stress. That helps us boost our mental health. You want to be surrounded by, first and foremost, right off the bat, when it comes to family, friends, relationships, and even within fostering a connection with ourselves to strengthen our relationship, we have to be able to think about the mental. And you have to really think about, when you foster these relationships with people, that are they even good for your mental health? Are they even someone that you can be around to help you with your mental health, as well as vice versa? I know for my family, my parents are there to help me mentally. And I have, like, even though me and my cousin, I said we're on and off, we're still able to connect and help each other. We're still here to help each other. Even though We go through our girly moments, but we're still here to help each other. Friends as well, like my sisterhood, best friends, college friends that turned into family, my homeboys, we all go through things. Even though we might not talk to each other every day, we're still able to be there for each other, regardless of how big it is. Yes, y'all, taking it from experience. At times, my friends and family have done things to me that I was so pissed about. And I haven't talked to them about, and I talked to somebody else about it. And then I think about it, it's like, damn, was I a little bit too overboard with it? But at times, too, you gotta think about your well-being, and vice versa. They came to me and told me things, and whatever the case may be. But one thing, too, that I love about, the whole purpose of Vibing Out with E and Vibing Out with Guests is we're learning as we go, and wellness is a big thing that needs to be addressed. Especially within this case, when we foster these connections with people and we're strengthening these relationships, we have to think about, is this person meant to be in my life mentally? Like, are they giving me any mental rewards that's needed in my life? Like, are they helping me mentally? Are there someone I could go to, like, yeah, I'm going through this, and I'm able to talk to them, as well as they're helping me boost my, confidence, my physical appearance, my wellness, my emotions, spiritual, financial, stuff like that, and vice versa. Because, yeah, you can be the best of friends, but when it comes time to, time to talk about feelings and they not with it, they not your friend. I learned that because sometimes we have friends that are meant for certain things. Like, this friend is meant for me to hang out and party with. When it comes to express my feelings and stuff for them, it may or may not be there. And it takes time, y'all. But if it happens over and over again, that's not it for you. As well as family members and the partners. You know who's there for you, you know who's not. You know how the connection is strengthened, and you know when it's not. And sometimes, we cannot pick our family members. Well, we cannot pick our blood-related family members regardless, y'all. Sometimes I know people be like, dang, I wish I didn't know her. I wish I could get her gone out of my life. For like, bro, like, we're really related, but it's okay. Right now the relationship might not be there, but it takes time for it to come back. Like I said, for me, like, sometimes even within my family, for like aunts, uncles, cousins, stuff, may not see eye to eye right now. Maybe deep down the line we'll get together. But you also got to think of mentally, who is there for you, and mentally, what can you take and what you cannot take. Within a friendship and family, relationship-wise too, relationship's the big one. Because what's the benefit? Like, what's the benefit of us being friends? Yes, we connect, but are we here for each other when it comes to mental health? Because, we want to have a friend that, like, I'm able to talk to. And that's a big thing too within friendships. Trust is a very big thing that can also make or break a friendship. Communication is key as well. So I want to be able to feel like, okay, this is my friend, my family member, my partner, whatever. When it comes to our relationship, when life gives me a challenge or something, you're there to help me, and it's vice versa. When I'm going through things in life, you're here for me and I'm here for you. When it's time to have a good time, we're going to have a good time, not worry about anything. When you're having a bad day, I'm there to help you. When you need me within the middle of the night, I'm there for you. As well as when it comes to me sharing my joy and victories with you, I don't have to worry about you being jealous or envy of me or saying little stuff behind my back. Just being able to have those healthy relationships, it enhances, and it's very important that communication is key. Having to foster that trust, because trust does not happen overnight, y'all. Like, for me, when it comes to friends, especially with females, like, we all have our experiences within fostering relationships with friends, dudes, whatever the case may be. We want to pick up on the red signs before they even get deeper. Like, sometimes too, we want to change them red flags into green flags, but sometimes that's not the case. But the key to fostering a healthy relationship is to, be able to enhance communication. Like, you feel the type of way, whether in a family relationship, friend, partner, even within yourself, talk about it. Let it be known. Let's speak on it. Let's sit down, have a chat. I don't care how long it takes. We're going to get this. We're going to get it together. as well as fostering trust. I should be able to trust you with my life, especially if we go out somewhere. I shouldn't have to feel like I'm in danger. I go to your house, your crib, whatever you prefer to call it. I should not have to feel like I'm in danger, and vice versa. You're not going to feel like you're in danger, especially if you have friends or family members or a partner that has children. You want to make sure whatever they come with, you protect it at all costs, and it's vice versa, because that also helps to understand that, okay, we're fostering a connection that's going to strengthen our relationship. Like me, as a person that loves children to death, pets, I like dogs. I don't like any other animal. Sorry. I like monkeys too, but like pet wise, like in your house. For me, I have a dog, Roscoe. I'd be darned if I could let somebody hold Roscoe or be around Roscoe if I don't trust them. You know, dogs and animals, they sense people that's not a good vibe. So if I bring you in my house and Roscoe is like barking till it ain't, it's like he's not stopping, that gives a sign to like something ain't right. So yeah, y'all. Even babies, children too, they don't like being around you and stuff like that. They give off signs that they cry all the time. Babies mean mug, all that. If they like, like they don't even come near you, none of that. Children also, like, it's so funny, y'all. I seen this quote on Instagram months ago. They was like, your children, for like family, your children will know who's there for their parents, and the parents will know who's there for their children. So like, for us, like, for our parents, they be like, he or she's your friend. For us, too, it's the same way for adults. Like, children can sense what adult is for their parents, and for adults, they can sense what children in their life is not meant for them. It's crazy, but it's like, I see it. Because, like, when my mom had these conversations, I'd be like, yeah, no. And my mom would be like, yeah, no, too. So it's like, we here. So it's not just, not just for the younger generations. It's also for the older generation too. Like, we're here with each other. We know who's here for you. We know who's not for you when it comes to fostering that connection for y'all to strengthen your relationship. So when it comes to, a healthy relationship, we got to make sure that while communication is key, we fostering that trust, and we're strengthening our sense of belonging. Like, I belong here. Like, our friendship, our family relationship, our relationship on a passionate level, or whatever y'all want to call it, it's meant, and I'm meant to be in your life, and it's vice versa. I want to give off, and I hope that you're giving off the vibe that I'm meant here. I belong here. I was sent here for a reason. Our friendship was sent here for a reason. Our relationship, the family, whatever, our relationship in general was just meant to be here. It was meant for us to be with each other. It was meant for you and I to still be friends, be close family members to this day, or be in love, or have the foster this relationship. Because when we feel that connection with that person, family, friend, or relationship-wise, as well as ourselves, we show up more with compassion. We feel confident, and we feel and we sense the more clarity that's needed. Because it's not just about who we know. It's about how deep we know. It's about how deeply we know and we are known within ourselves and the others around us. I want y'all to let that soak in like seasoning. It's not just about who we know, but how deeply we know and known. And we are known. We're almost there, y'all. I promise. We're getting there. I hope it's making sense. So, when should you lean, into connections? I feel like you should lean into connections. Before I get into it, you should lean into a connection when you know right off the back that this is meant for you. Maybe take a couple times to meet up and have conversations. When you know, like, you feel this sense of genuine compassion, I can trust you, those vibes. You lean in when you feel like it's a time, also when you're going through something, or when they're going through something, when the time of need or whatever. So when you know the time is right for you is when you get that gut feeling, when your heart and your mind sometimes play tricks on you. But most of the time, when they're here together, my heart and my mind telling me the same thing. Okay, this person is here for me, and it's vice versa. If they get that same feeling and adrenaline. So lean in when you're feeling off, distance, or like you're carrying the weight alone. Connection isn't just for crisis. That's that right there. That's another thing too. I we all had those friends too at times or family members or partners that we felt like they only dealt with you because they're going through a crisis. And that's not the case. You want to make sure that before I foster these relationships and stuff, that I can trust you and be with you, even when it's not a crisis, even when it's just like, I want to hang out with you. I want to be in your presence. Even if we're not doing nothing, I could be able to be bored with you. Or I can go out and have a good time with you, have a drink, eat, do whatever I want to do with you. I feel comfortable and things like that of that nature. Jesus, my headphones fell off the thing. I hope they not broke. But but going back to what I was saying, because sometimes we all have those relationships with family, friends, a partner that we feel like, okay, we have a connection, but they only come to me when there's a crisis. And it has us thinking like, don't get me wrong, I'm here for you, but is this what you only look at me for when it comes to you going through things? And that impacts with a seasonal relationship. I know I'm probably like, dang, E, for real? Yes, I'm for real, because seasonal people, if you're new here, seasonal people mean people that come in and out your life only when it benefits them. So like within this scenario, if we're friends, but you only come to me within a crisis, like you're seasonal. I can't go out with you because it's like, oh, you be like, no, I can't do it, or I don't feel comfortable. Versus a reason. Your reasons, yes, they can come to you about a crisis. You can lift them up. They can come to you even when it's time to celebrate them, or just to hang out, be in your presence, to be bored, whatever the case may be. Reasons, you don't got to worry about all that. Like, okay, I'm going through a crisis. They can understand me. I understand them. They want to hang out. I'm going to hang out. We want to be bored, whatever the case may be. Seasonal, no, they're only there for one thing and one thing only, and that's you helping them, and they're not going to help you. And that's what also impacts within fostering these connections that strengthen the relationships. Because at times, that can even impact, going back to like, we all dealt through those situations where sometimes we isolate ourselves from people because we've been through those issues where I trust this person so much, but then it can be turned into me just being there for them. Especially on a relationship level, if I was there for you so much and it's like, okay, now I'm not doing as you say or want to do, it's like I'm pointless to you now. As well as within friends, if I'm here for you and I'm doing this, and then it's like, now I'm like, what? I'm useless. And that also impacts us at times for even wanting to foster relationships, because we don't know if we can trust this person. Trust me, take it from me. Even within families, we go through those things. But at times, you think about it, it's like, okay, we reanalyze, rejoice with those things like that. Some is meant to come back and some is not. Some is like, okay, we're going to work on it, some is not. But I want y'all to understand too, to identify who's there and who's not, the reasons and the seasons. And within this vibe, it's very important to understand who's there for you for a reason, or who's there for just that season in your life as well as within their life. So lean in when you're feeling off, distance, or like you're carrying the weight alone. But connection is not only just for in a crisis, it's also for celebration. You, like, when anything going on in your life, you should be able to be celebrating it with the people that you love, and don't feel like you have to worry and look over your shoulder and be like, oh, he or she's jealous of me. Trust me, I've been through those situations where I feel like sometimes too, you learn too, you cannot put everyone together. You cannot connect and clash friendships, friend groups, family relationships, and partner relationships with people, because it's like they will not clash, especially if it's about you. This is not going to go good. It may and it may not. So far for me, it's like a icky, slippery slope, to be honest. But you want to have a friend where they can be like the reasons, your friendships, relationships, familyships, and all that. I should be able to foster. If we have a connection that's fostering a connection with each other and it's strengthening our relationship for the better, when it comes to me celebrating anything in my life, as well as vice versa with you, I'm there for you. I'm giving you your flowers, candy, rainbows, hearts, and everything. And it's vice versa. And when I'm there to celebrate you, it's all pure feelings. It's about you. We're going all out for you. I'm paying for this. So I'm going to go half with that, whatever the case may be. Not know, oh, I'm about to this about me, damn it. No, I've been through that. And sometimes I see a little bit at times, it's like they do it because they're jealous. They don't want you to have that light. Especially if you're a person that brings so much light into someone's life. And when it's your time to shine at times, they do not want you to have that light. But that's why it's important for you to identify who's there for you and who's not. The reasons and the seasonal people. When it comes to having those relationships, family, friendships, and being in love and stuff like that. You want to make sure that this is my person, that I feel like, yes, I'm going through crisis and stuff, but I'm also, when I'm having a good time and they having a good time and something's good going on in their life, we can celebrate. I'm there for you through whatever. I'm going to check up on you. And sometimes we don't do checkups every day. It's okay. Life be lifing. But checking up on you. I know this is my friend. I'm going to check up on them whenever I can. As well as the quiet support. Going back to, like, we can be quiet together. Like, we could just loving each other from a distance. Or, like, I'm celebrating you because this is for you. As well as during the transformation times. Through tough seasons or moments of self-discovery. We need others the most. A simple text, phone call, or showing up in someone's life can make a world of a difference for them and you. So we should lean into connections when we know that it's like a sign or something is telling us that this person is for us. And I feel like this person is displaying checking off all the boxes that impacts with reasons. And not checking off all the boxes that impact with a seasonal person. Like when I'm going through a crisis, I can call them. When they're going through a crisis, they can call me. When they want to celebrate something, their birthdays, achievements or something, they can call me. I could call them. I check up on them as much as I can. They check up on me as much as I can. We quiet support each other. We might not do as much loudness, but I'm still supporting you from a distance and up close. But also, too, when you want me there, if we're not doing nothing, I'm supporting you because I feel safe with you. Especially when it comes to doing a time of transformation, a new chapter in our life, a new beginning, and things like that. When the storm comes, them tough seasons comes, as well as when moments we discovering ourselves, I know for a fact that I can count on you because you're a part of my reasons. You're a part of a reason why I could be able to feel the way I feel, and vice versa. From being able to simply text you, phone call, FaceTime, showing up for you in your life, it can make a world of a difference because it displays that I'm here for you and I'm showing that I care for you and I'm showing up for you even when you least expect me to show up. Because at times, y'all, we even have friends that will pop up on you and creep up on you and you be like, wow, this really my guy. This really my friend because, like, we all went through those moments where we did not have someone like that. And sometimes me too, I be like, dang, I wish I had me and me. Sometimes I wish I had a me to see how I am from the outside looking in. When you're that friend, like I say, I'm not perfect. Shoot, there's been times where I don't want to deal with my friends at times because when life be happening, I don't want to put that on you. Or I don't know what to expect, as well as with family. I don't know what to expect. I'm not putting this on you. I'm not doing that. I'm going to let you know when I get myself together and when I put it together, or when I'm like, okay, it's like a sign like, okay, now I can't keep doing this alone. I need to talk to you. I need someone to talk to help me navigate through this part of my life and my journey. That's where you should feel the need to have the connections, as well as like when it comes to anything celebrating you, when you're going through anything, ups and downs, emotional roller coaster, whatever, they're always there for you. Please protect them at all costs, as well as vice versa. Be there for them through everything because it's hard. It's hard to find a person that's going to be there for you to ride with you till the wheels fall off, and vice versa. To be like that, even if y'all don't display yourselves or put a title as best friends or whatever the case may be. Having people like that in your life is very key and is very important because life be life and someone needs someone. Everybody needs someone. Relationship-wise, friendship-wise, family-wise. Even within ourselves, we need to make sure that we're mentally prepared to deal with this friend, this family member, or deal with this woman or this guy. To know that, okay, look, we fostering this connection is helping me strengthen myself as a person as well as within our relationship. Okay? We're almost there, y'all. So where does the connection grow? I feel like the connection grows when you feel that deep connection of y'all being able to build trust, build rapport, and be able to be honest with each other and feel connected when things feel honest, trust, and build rapport, and the vibe is there. So where does the connection grow? Like when y'all just talking and motivating and doing those things like that. So connection grows in honesty spaces where masks are off and the truth is welcome. It builds over shared meals, deep conversations, faith gatherings, and creative collaboration. So like on a professional side, whether in the classroom, church, therapy sessions, family reunions, birthday parties, at the club, wherever, relationships thrives. We create space for openness. Even online platforms can be a source of real connections when you use them with care and purpose. Now, going to social media, y'all. I met so many people through social media on a professional level and a personal level that to this day I still not have met them in person. But we be chit chatting, y'all. They do be in my city. They're real people. That's why at the end it says even online platforms can be a source of real connections when we use it with care and purpose. Because at times, y'all, the dating apps and stuff too, y'all, sometimes it be catfishing. Catfish is a good show to watch to help everybody when it comes to the love aspect, even within a friendship and a family wise. You got to make sure like these people are for real. Like, I'm not making a connect, because it'd be like, dang, this person, I'm thinking this person, but it's not. It's like a whole different person with a disguise on. So online platforms, y'all, is very, very good as well. It comes with the pros and cons as well. But so far, I feel like for me, with on a professional side of building those relationships through social media has been a very good impact that has led to some of us having a good friendship and connecting, even though we have not met each other in person yet. Some people, you know how they say your Instagram and Facebook and stuff, family, cousins and stuff, but we have not just met each other yet. Sometimes you'll see them in person and be like, Lord, I didn't know that was you. So like, trust me, I've been through that. People be like, oh my God, I seen you and I didn't know that was you. Because sometimes in person, it's like, versus texting and typing all the time, and you see them in person, I'm like, oh. But I love when you meet someone on, like, when you texting and stuff, and then you see them in person, the vibe is still there. That's what matters. If we're, like, you know, if the connection grow from, you know, us being online, texting and stuff, and then we see each other in person on a professional or personal level, and it's the vibe, the connection still there, I'm like, okay, we got a winner. If not, you gotta go. So that's why it's important to know what's real and what's not. Do everything you do, even meeting people in person. Please make sure you do it with care and a purpose. A good purpose, and having the proper care for a person, because people be a little crazy. You know, you're going to protect yourself at all costs as well. So going back to the connections, it grows in an honest space where the masks are off. Like, no judgment zone here. It's like, we coming real raw and uncut. We here, sis, bro, auntie, cousin, mama, sister, daddy. We're here. Your partner, bookie, baby, I don't know. We're here. The masks are off. This is me. You're taking me as I am. I'm taking you as you are. We're here. I love your vibe. I love your connection. It's there. And the truth is welcome. Like, please say your piece. I love a person that's going to tell me how it is, because we do need those friends and family members and a partner that's going to be vocal, especially if you're not a vocal person, because that'll also help you and also help them at times when to be vocal, and it'll help you too when you need to be vocal as well. So an honest space, you know, have that mask off, let the real you out and the truth be told, because it also helps us build through things that we never know. We'll probably build a strong connection with, like going out to eat in the house, meals, having deep connections. I'm a sucker for a deep connection, a deep conversation. I mean, y'all, excuse me. That's where the deep connections come, when we have those deep conversations, learning about you. We can talk about the moon, the sky, and the stars. Vibing with E, baby, we're going to talk about any and everything. I want to know I want to know you for who you are on a deeper connection, so I can be able to feel the feeling that, okay, we're fostering a connection that's going to strengthen our relationship for the good or the bad. But we're aiming to the good. Yes, in friendships, it's a roller coaster. But if you're able to bounce back, that shows that relationship is meant to be. It's meant to be. And that person is there for a reason. Seasonal, you already know. If it ain't there, then I don't. So building those relationships, you know, it could build from like sharing a meal. Because y'all, sometimes I don't like sharing food. Big mama hungry. Big mama ain't going to share. It's like, but just being able to connect with things that you never, connect over things that you never thought could really help. Like sharing a meal, having those deep conversations, faith gatherings, and within creating a collaboration, doing collaborations. Like artists, they make amazing music with people that have the same vibe, work in the professional aspects too of life. Like this person, you like, dang, I didn't know we had so much in common and we could connect off each other within helping this. Whatever it is, y'all, whatever it is, in a classroom, in church, at home, in a therapy session, a group chat, relationships, or whatever, being able to foster those relationships will strive to create a space for openness and also create space for you to be able to maybe needing to see that this person is here for you and this person is someone that you have been manifesting and praying for that you need in your life. Like me, I be like, I want to meet so bad. I want to see how I am so bad. Even if it's in a family relationship, a friendship, or a partner relationship. I just want to see how I am. Y'all, like I say sometimes, my mouth get me in trouble. So I can see too, like, okay, this is why I do the things I do. But nevertheless, y'all, being able just to manifest too for friendships and family relationships too is very key. Like, trust me, as a person that manifests, having a family one day, I want to be able to have those relationships as well as my family, having that relationship with my family I create, as well as my friends, that they create their families or creating things in their life, supporting them through everything, regardless how big or small it is. I'm there. Like, I'm that friend and family member and stuff that's going to give you all the rainbows and hearts and candies that I could give you. And I'm real big on, like, it needs to be replicated the same, because you can tell, like, if they really care for you. And at times, y'all, it may not be that way, but please just show me some type of compassion and empathy that you care, and that's what impacts and fosters a relationship, because that's where the connection grows. You can see how it is, and you could help the person too. Even within fashion, y'all. Shoot, I love a good outfit. Talking online and stuff, people that foster relationship too. Like, we could foster over for fashion, having this type of feeling for fashion. Like, I can go on and on about this. But we're getting to the good part, y'all. So why is it important to foster connections to strengthen relationships? Well, it's important because relationships are a core part of wellness. They remind us we matter. Connections help us with our emotions, within us being able to feel safe and gain some type of purpose for ourselves. In strong relationships, we are challenged, encouraged, and reminded of our value. Without connection, success feels empty, and life becomes lonely. It becomes very lonely. It's the people we love and grow with that make life meaningful. So I feel like that put the ice on the cake. I love the why, because it just puts the ice on the cake of the whole vibe. It's important that we foster these relationships because it helps us a part of our wellness. It helps us understand that someone's here for me and someone understands me. Somebody loves me. Somebody taking me as I am, and is vice versa. I'm big on the vice versa because that's where a friendship, relationships are. That's where fostering the connection and strength relationship comes in. You're helping me navigate within life my feelings, and it's vice versa. It's a two-way street. It's not one way. It's two, because it's 2, 3, 4, 5 people, friendships and stuff. You want to make sure the vibe and everything is still the same there. Everyone feels comfortable and is the same. So, because relationships help us with our wellness. It helps me understand that someone is helping me with my wellness. It's good to have that feeling. It's good to have that friend that's going to pick me up when I'm down. Vice versa, if I'm there for them. It's good to have someone in my corner to help me with my wellness, as well as help me identify who I am as a person. Because at times we don't know who we are. And when people help us navigate it and teach us things, it's like, wow. Family relationships, personal relationships, within, relationships with a man or a woman, as well as within our friendships. It help us connect with these relationships that we've been wanting, manifesting, and praying for. Trust me, I'm praying for so much more relationships in life because it's needed. Sometimes we say we don't need no new friends, but sometimes you may do, especially within the chapters in your life. It may be called for a change or new things to absorb. because they remind us that we matter. Having friends and people in our corner, the family members or partners, they also help us understand that we matter in this society. Because if we don't have nobody beside us, it's like, I don't care, nobody's beside me. But when I have some people that's there for you, when a family acts back, a friendship or a partner, it goes to show that I matter. As vice versa, they matter too, because we here and we all in this together, and we gonna ride till the wheels fall off. As well as that connection helps us with our emotions, because it helped me feel safe. It helps you feel safe, and it helps us gain some type of insight that is needed in that passion and that perseverance that we needed. Because having those strong relationships, guys, also helps us when we are challenged. They help us, they encourages us to, and they reminds us that our values are important as well as with theirs. Because without connection, success is just feel empty. Like, if I'm doing this and you're doing this, you have no one to spend it with. It's like, it's just something. It's not really something really too big to be brag on. As well as when we don't have no one, life becomes very, very lonely. Like, if I don't have no one to lean on, to have fun with, giggle with, or help me cry and stuff, help me to exhale and stuff, life is boring if I don't have those type of people with me. But when you do, it's like everything feels so much better. As well as it's the people that we love and grow with that makes life meaningful. So having these connections to help us with these relationships are very important and key for us to keep going, as well as to let us know that it's okay. Love is there and we're growing, and that's what makes life so meaningful, to have those people in our life to help us foster these connections to strengthen the relationships that we've been manifesting and praying for. Okay? So the quote I leave you guys with today is, connection is why we're here. It is what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. Connections is why we're here. It is what gives us purpose and meaning to our lives. This week, please check in with someone you love. Create space for deeper connections. Tell the truth, listen with your heart, and remember, your presence is a gift. Strong relationships are not built in a day, it's not built overnight, but they are strengthened with every honest moment. Keep the conversations alive, my vibrant friends. And with that being said, y'all, I hope you guys learned 3 to 5 things from today's Bible of the Day. I hope you guys understand that it's important to foster these relationships to help us strengthen relationships that we want. When it comes to strengthening the connections that we want within our lives with family, friends, ourselves, as well as with a partner. I hope you guys understand that it's important to have people in your corner and know who's there for you for a reason and who's there for a season. I hope you understand that we have to love on ourselves first also too before we dive deep into it. If you're going through past relationships and stuff, my friend, I want you to understand that you're going to get through this, because bad times don't last forever. If it's someone that's willing to help you, please let them in. I know it's going to be hard, but let them in, because we all go through these things in life. Don't shun yourself out for something that may be something that you've been manifesting and praying for. Do not, let that opportunity bypass you. Please, 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 my friend. I'm begging you to please give that person a chance. Give that family member a chance. Rekindle that relationship with the friendships too. Rekindle the relationships. Speak on it. Relationships too. Give yourself grace. Put yourself out there in whichever way you want to put yourself out there in a nice, respectful, safe way possible, as well as with yourself on a professional and personal aspect. Do what you know is meant for you. Okay? I'm here for you too, guys. I'm your friend from a distance, up close, whatever. I'm here to help you. But as always, y'all, I thank you so very much for taking the time out of y'all busy days to listen to me or watch me. As always, be kind, love yourself, check up on your people, love one another, have fun. It's summertime. Do what you want to do. Do it like a show be day. And as always, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday and maybe this upcoming Friday. Until then, guys, I wish you the best. Please enjoy life, but also remember that you never know who can you put an impact on, and you never know who may be there for you when you least expect it. I love you all so very much. Until next time. Bye.